5.
4.5. Okay,
That's echoing.
What's up, guys? This is Joev14, and I am here with...
Mesonak from the TheThreeVirtues podcast.
And...
Eljay from the same podcast for the third time.
and...
And Jeyo from this podcast. Infinite
Yup.
Inspiration Incorporated.
Yup. Thank you for saying that. We're here with our 6th episode of Facecast, and I hear a lot of static coming from Jeyo's mic.
That's like not even, that's like background noise, like all day, every day.
Do you hear it now?
No.
Nope. Alright.
Swell.
That's because I killed them.
How'd you get over there so fast?
I have my way.
I don't know, good sir, I don't know. Okay, so.
Alright, so, our first bit of business is, let's start off with the Star Wars stuff. Because that's going to take the longest in that way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you want to post the link and introduce it, Meso? Because I haven't read it yet, so...
Okay, yeah, I can handle that.
Plus,
Basically,
I
the
mean,
deal is IGN posted an article earlier today, and it's talking about, like, the article's title is this the Star Wars show we're looking for? Unknown source leaks potential details on a Star Wars animated series. And they talk about how, it's been a tough few months for Lucasfilm and LucasArts because the Clone Wars is coming to an end. Seth Green's Star Wars Detours is basically done at this point. That's not to mention 1313, which was also canceled. But now it seems like there may have been another project in the works, or it could just be a hoax. So a post on IMDb was recently brought to the attention of some Star Wars fan site, theforce.net, which provided details on a potentially axed show called Star Wars Reclamation. According to the poster, who claims to be an ex-Lucasfilm employee who lost their job in the recent layoffs, the show was given the green light in January but ceased development when the layoffs hit. The user also posted several pages from what appears to be the series' story bible, which you can read below. And it's Star Wars Reclamation, animated series, blah blah, concepts, overview. Basically talking about how it's going to feature a core ensemble cast of new and familiar characters, explore their struggles against the backdrop of a galaxy-spanning war. It will be an all-new story designed to introduce the audience to themes and characters pivotal to Episode 7 and beyond. How it will alternate between single-episode adventures and multi-episode arcs. And then they actually get into the premise, and it says, concealed beneath the steel streets and sectors of Coruscant was a secret. As the galaxy celebrated the destruction of the second Death Star, and images of the Emperor were cast down on the streets above, an army of billions waited in the darkness, blah blah, 15 years have passed, Empire has been beheaded, state of civil war continues, rebels have succeeded in restoring control, but pockets of resistance endure the galaxy over. The Union of Imperial Loyalists, a loose alliance of systems loyal to the Empire's cause, refuses to cease hostilities until Coruscant is surrendered and abandoned. The specter of all that war lingers. Our story begins at a turning point in the struggle. Supreme Chancellor Mon Mothma and Vice Chair Leia Organa are due to meet with Grand Moff Ono in the first round of long-awaited peace talks. Jedi Knight Sky Bonteri leads the security detail at the behest of his master, Evan Aoka.
Hold on.
The top.
Hold on.
Yes.
Bonteri?
Yes.
That stood out to me too.
Who is this?
Lux Bonteri,
Who is this?
and wasn't he romantically involved with Ahsoka at one point?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Ahsoka's a Jedi, so that's
Wow.
I hope she is not in Episode 7.
She will be. You know it. Anyway.
I have a feeling that's somehow related to it.
The talks begin in earnest, but suddenly
Hold
Bonteri feels a disturbance in the force. Everyone.
Okay, I have one other thing to say. If you go down to the Monco part, this mysterious Mandalorian knows something. Caught on underworld hold of it, emerging from 1313. That stands out.
Joe, we're getting to that. You're jumping the gun.
I don't care.
No, I mean, literally, we're just about to get to that. Everyone in the room, Republic, Union, and Jedi alike, are shocked as legions of black droids issue forth from the depths of Coruscant, destroying indiscriminately. The aftermath of this attack sets the stage for an unlikely and uneasy alliance. Republic and Loyalist worlds are forced to unite to repel the unforeseen threat concealed beneath their very feet. The self-replicating machines lead heroes on both sides on a journey into the underworld, where technology and the Force itself collide to uncover a mystery almost as old as the Republic itself, the dark legacy of Level 1313. And then,
Where the Force and technology collide.
Heroes on both sides. I think that's a nod to the Clone Wars. There was an episode called Heroes on Both Sides,
I've got to say
which
something.
ironically was the one that introduced Lux Bonteri. So, some references there.
If this was real, I'm a little bit sad that it was canceled, but yeah, I didn't know that much about it. It sounds a little bit interesting. It seems a lot like Star Wars Underworld, the live-action TV series that was supposedly going to start. I'm interested to hear whether or not Star Wars Underworld is going to be canceled, because that's something that's been even more popular than 1313 and the Clone Wars. Way more people are more excited about it because it's live action as opposed to animated.
for
And
sure.
people...
Here's an interesting thing at the very end. The Shade. Called by some a hermit and others a demon, the Shade has become a legend throughout both the Republic and Union worlds. Seen leading attacks against forces on both sides, but never harming a soul, the Shade defends the weak and feeds the poor. Armed with nothing but a lightsaber and an astromech droid, the Shade is clad in black and hides behind a veil of mystery. I
Sounds like
wonder
a
who
Jedi.
that could be. A lightsaber and an astromech droid.
Oh, God.
It could actually be a lot of people.
I think Luke.
You know, I just have to throw in my 2 cents.
Okay.
The beginning of that as you were reading that, Star Wars surrenders croissants. It had a lot of S's. The space star. I just heard a lot of words. And then where the Force and technology combine, I think there's something like that. It's called a lightsaber. Is that? Haven't it already combined?
Yes. Silence. All the people aren't supposed to ask these questions.
Oh, I'm not asking questions. I'm pointing things out. Whether or not it stabs anyone in the eye, it's not my problem.
Okay, that's enough of that. What about the other link?
Oh yeah, basically people are like, oh yeah, this is fake, and I linked them both. People are like, oh, this is fake, but it may not be. There's nothing to say it isn't. The guy has offered no proof as far as I'm concerned. I'm only reading this article. I haven't looked into the matter all too terribly much. So it's up in the air. Whether you believe it or not is up to you, but there was, I guess I should say, an animated series in development, and we've known this for a while, ever since, beginning of April. Whoa, sudden static, hey, Jeyo.
Oh, hi.
But
Didn't think that would cause that.
basically, yeah, there has actually been a project going on for a while. The guy says at this point I'm involved in some early production discussions and exploration of what we'll be doing with Star Wars animation in the future. Blah, blah. Couldn't say much more about it, including what it will focus on or when we'd see it. And, that was very few details known about that, and then it came right before. Oh, wait, no, actually, this article was posted the day after the news that LucasArts was shifting to licensed games and that 1313 was canceled. So no one really knows what to make of that. At this point, be it that show, Reclamation, or this show, whether they're one and the same or not, logic would dictate no shows are in production except Clone Wars.
Hold on. So this other one, does it say whether it's an anime? Does it say
Yes.
this other one's an animated series? It's probably the same one.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why, I don't think it's a hoax, but I don't think there was much given on it because they said January, so they've probably only had like a little bit of time to work on it, and they haven't really discussed much about it yet.
That would make sense. I don't really know what to make of it because I'm not as big into Star Wars as you, but what do you think about, like, if this is the premise for like episode 7, the lead-in, kind of, if you will?
I think Disney's screwing it all. Seriously, they're killing so many projects. They don't need to do all of this. The people working on 1313, barely any of them even work for LucasArts. They hired a different company to work on it. I mean, they need a few people like explain details and terrain and like make it Star Wars, but the actual like game design and the coding and stuff isn't even by LucasArts. So it's not like they're losing some big parts of their team. It's not like it's gonna make a difference whether or not how fast they're gonna produce the next episode. And I honestly think it's just gonna make fans less and less. Star Wars shouldn't just be about the movies, and it feels like Disney's trying to do that. They're just gonna keep making movie after movie. They're killing all the other projects.
Well, I guess there hasn't been a movie in quite a while, so they're trying to bring that part back. I'm not sure if they're going to make it all about the movies, but I understand.
It wasn't that long. Actually, it was not that long ago when the episode 3 came out in 2005. That's not too long.
Oh, it came out in 05. For some reason, I was thinking 03. Yeah, you're right. That's not that long at all. But no, I can kind of understand, just because this is like a one-time thing. They're only going to relaunch the series once. I know they don't need to, but I can't really forgive it because they are canceling quite a lot of things, but I don't think this is going to be a permanent thing. I think once they get this movie done, it won't be such a big deal, and business.
But they've got 3 of them. They've got 3 movies.
Yeah, but you know, this is the real big one. Cancel all projects, make the first one a success, so we can then see how reception goes and lead into the next one.
And if it doesn't do well,
then it's done. I doubt they'd make. Well, no, who am I kidding? Yeah, they'd make more. Cash is what matters.
What would they do about like the games and stuff? I really am disappointed that they're killing all these projects for something that's not necessarily even going to do that well.
They'll make games based on that. The new mythos.
Yeah. I'm so disappointed in all this.
Yeah.
I'll be happy when the Clone Wars arcs come out.
Just you wait. I'm not even kidding you. Just you wait. That's gonna get canceled too.
No.
Upon further review, we have decided that this needs to go.
Breaking news.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a possibility. It would not surprise me.
Dave said specifically, and he does not seem very happy with Disney now owning LucasArts, and he wouldn't let that happen because he's got episodes ready, and if it comes down to it, I'm sure he'd just release them for free, like online or something, because they've already got a ton of episodes stocked up, and if he can't get a good release for them, like in a theater or something else, he'll just release them online.
Insert legal troubles here. Just saying.
It's like the infamous Bionicle game 2001. Sniff.
Yeah.
Sniff.
What was that called? Legend of Madanui?
Crying. Yeah, Legend of Madanui.
I used to follow it with rapt attention, but there hasn't been any updates for such a long time. But yeah,
okay.
I find this very interesting, but that's pretty much it.
So that's pretty much it for that. Let's go on to my reviews, I suppose. I got a ton of Life on Mars sets.
Yeah, you got some cool sets. I actually like these quite a lot.
I'm very impressed by them.
Not even.
So basically, the way it's set up is there is this arrow tube hanger. It's the largest set. It was 90 retail when it came out. The guy had it at 120, and I got him to go down to 55 with shipping.
Oh.
So less than half.
Joev, the MLG haggler.
Yup. So basically, the layout is all the tubes are supposed to be at the same length, but because of the way I have it set up, I decided to make, I decided to put 3 on the farthest one, 2 in the middle, 1 on the third one, because that way it can fit better underneath my desk.
Yeah.
And I actually like it better. So the main function of these sets is there's these, they're called, I can't remember what they're called. Hyper sleds. They're these little things that you put aliens on, and when you hit the pump, it'll launch them through. And there's a handle on the pump that you turn, and then if you hit it, it'll suck them back.
I remember vaguely seeing these sets everywhere back in 01, and I think I had one, but I don't remember which one it was. It may be one you have right now. Which sets did you even get?
I got all the alien sets.
Oh, well, that's real helpful as to discerning what they are when looking at
Okay,
a set
so
gallery.
I've got the excavation searcher, which is the second largest one.
Okay.
I've got the recon mech, which is the red one, and then the blue one is the red planet protector, and then there's also one more that's called the red planet, like flyer scout or something like that. That's a smaller set. But basically the way it's set up is there's these stations that hook up to each of the sets, so you can, as you get each set, you can hook it up to the arrow tube hanger. And I think this idea is great because it makes it so you actually want to go buy some of the other sets, and it makes it, there's loads of different ways you can interchange all the different sets because they've got so many different peg connection points. You can like disconnect them and connect them in totally different ways. But
It's stuff like that I love when the system does that.
It makes it fun.
Oh, I know which one I had. I had 7312 T3 Trike.
You got one of the human sets then.
Okay. That thing
I got all
weird.
the alien sets. The human ones I didn't like that much because the rocket ship, the bottom half wasn't there. It was half the ship. So if you flipped it over, it wasn't round anymore.
Eljay, did you ever get any of these sets?
Nope.
Okay. That was around 01. That was when Bionicle was out. And you didn't even get Bionicle back then, so of course you wouldn't get this.
Yeah, nope. Back in like 01,
What were you doing in
Nope.
01 if you weren't playing with
Just-
Lego? Were you a Mega
was
Bloks fan?
No, I was
Duplo.
I was into Lego. Just
Duplo.
Yeah.
I was just kind of doing other things like having friends and sniff fencing.
Yup. Wait a second.
Fencing at 3 years old.
You don't know how old I was.
Definitely not 3.
But I was 3.
That's cool.
And I didn't fence, and I didn't really play with Legos that much until I was like 4 or 5, and I didn't really actually get into it and keep the sets together and really get the concept of it until I was like 7 or 8. Otherwise, I just
Aren't you MLG?
I think I'm gonna piss some people off. All I see here is Life on Mars, poser Legos, Bionicle's where it's at.
Well, not gonna lie. That's my opinion as well, but I can respect them for what they did.
Poser my.
As far as system sets go, they're quite impressive to me.
Posers. All of them.
Don't be so critical, Eljay.
They're shams.
They were made in 2001. What do you expect? They're pretty good for 2001.
Yeah, like Bionicle.
Oh, Eljay, when will you learn?
Oh, if you want to go into that discussion, Bionicle 01 was awful. The limbs didn't even bend.
I know, right?
you want to go into that discussion, you'll die very painfully.
They look cool when you set them up, like Heaney
Horrific
says.
accident,
They look
Paolo.
cool when you set them up in the one way you can set them up. Their heads
Heaney
didn't even
said-
move.
Keep
Like
talking.
Heaney, I'll keep talking if you want, LJ.
You be the one to piss people off. My
Okay.
job for me.
But yeah.
Alright. Next bit of discussion. Did I get any other Lego sets? No, I didn't.
Not since we last discussed. What do you think of the
So-
Typhoon now that you've had it for several weeks?
I still think it's awesome.
Okay. That's good.
It's on display on my shelf being attacked by a Tyrannosaurus Rex and 2 Pteranodons.
Wow.
And I actually had to take off one of the propellers just to make it fit. Yeah. It's huge.
What's wrong, Eljay?
Completely unrelated. Everything is okay.
Okay.
This thing's gonna be alright.
Okay.
Completely unrelated to
Gonna
this.
be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Why are we
All
singing?
Angry fans, Joev has pissed off tonight. No, I'm kidding.
I am free to say what I want.
You're right. You're right. Whether it's intelligent or not, that's debatable. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, what's next on the topic of discussion? So,
Okay, so I bought a Lego game called Lego Battles, and I really like it a lot, but online reviews, critics said it was one of the worst games ever, and I really don't understand why.
This isn't
it's
Lego
so badly-
Battles Ninjago. This is Lego
No,
Battles.
it's Lego Battles.
Okay.
Basically,
battle.
it's a real... LJ, be quiet long enough for me to at least explain to the
Okay.
audience what I'm talking about, then you can make jokes about
L
Toad.
silent J, go.
So, basically, it's a real-time strategy game where you get to play as either knights, skeletons, pirates, or Imperials, or you can play as Mars Mission, Astros, or aliens. So, basically, it's a real-time strategy. You play through levels, and you hack down trees, and sometimes crystals, and you pick stuff up, and you build buildings and blow stuff up.
I have but one question.
What?
Does it have multiplayer?
Yes, it does.
Online?
No, it's on the DS.
Okay, I was gonna say we may have found our new RTS game.
Actually, you can get it for the PC as well, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much the PC version costs. Mine cost $8 for the DS.
Wait a second, there's actually... Look.
What?
Continue talking, I'm looking this up. I didn't realize there was actually a PC version.
It's actually a pretty good game, and I don't know why critics gave it such a bad review. There are a couple things that bug me. The AI, the pathfinding is sometimes a little bit buggy. Like if they get trapped in a U, you'll have to lead them out, but otherwise it's pretty good.
I'm looking here because I'm only seeing Nintendo DS.
I'm pretty sure it's also for the PC.
Of course it's for the PC. It's called Emulators.
Hmm?
It's not for the PC.
I could have sworn my friend said it was also for the PC, but
You need trustworthy friends.
he's the one who got me in a bind. So, like I was saying, actually, you might be able to do it on the internet with the DS.
Yeah.
Probably don't have a DS though.
Hmm.
Do you?
I used to. Then I sold it, and I got a DS Lite. Then I sold it, got a DSi. Then I sold it, haven't got it back.
You should go back and buy a DSi, cause
I've got a friend
think
that was gonna send me an old DS of his.
see, I think you can actually use a DSi and go on the internet, cause it's internet. I think you could actually be able to. This is so off topic.
Not really, we're discussing the game.
So there's not a whole lot to say except for it's a very good real-time strategy game. It's just as fun as the Mars Mission, Cursed Alien Conflict game, and I really like it because it has the Mars Mission characters in this game. While it's not necessarily accurate, like some of the stuff in here is a little bit weird, like aliens are teamed up with Exoforce robots.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe they just didn't have like enough characters to design each type of unit, like heavies and stuff, and they just needed some other minifigures. But it's kind of weird. But in terms of an actual game, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Minus the inaccurate stuff, and it's made me kind of have an interest in Lego pirate sets. I was looking around, browsing.
Dude,
and
you have interest in too many sets. You don't need pirates. Pirates is such a crazy thing unto itself. There's so much stuff in pirates.
I kind of want to go buy a pirate ship.
Of course you do.
Yeah, the cheapest one I can find, the newest one is 180.
Have fun with that. There goes
Yeah,
your $200. You can spend all at once.
I'm not gonna buy it yet.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna wait until it goes way down if I decide to actually get it.
It's a worthy investment for everything I've heard, but pirates in itself is just so. There's so much stuff, so many sets.
It's not really. It doesn't follow like a normal theme, so they just release stuff kind of at random, and they release maybe 1 or 2 sets each year, and they don't really follow a line at all with a storyline or anything. They just release them whenever they feel like it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I can't really think of much else to discuss.
Nor can I.
Okay. So guess that's the end. I am Joev14 and
You're not even gonna say thank you for listening.
I'll say that at the end.
Bye. I'm Mesonak from the TTV podcast.
I'm Eljay. No thanks for listening, you people from TTP.
That's gonna cut out.
You can't silence me!
Watch me.
Okay. I'll post comments in all of my millions of accounts.
And I'm Jeyo, who did not say very much this time.
Yeah. Apologies. Jeyo has a little background noise from other people, so hopefully it was a good enough discussion and somebody out there might listen to it.
Thanks for listening.
If you did.
I'm sure someone did.
If you didn't, I don't blame you. I didn't get to talk much anyway.
Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Give a thumbs up if you didn't enjoy. Give a thumbs up if you want Eljay to stop lying.
Post angry, mean, hateful comments if you do not like Joe saying that Bionicle 01 was poser Legos.
All day, every day, all day, every day.
I have nothing against Bionicle 01. It's just not any better than Life on Mars.
Well, guys, adios, bye.
Whoop whoop. Off the base.